Who are you? Let me tell you a story about a human I once met, tried to change the world and become God. Look around. There are plenty of things that the world can do without. Immorality, sin, crime. It's time for a change. And I have the power to make the world, the people, better. I'm not afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to kill. How and when is entirely in my hands. All I need is a name, a face, a pen, and this notebook. No one can stop me. I'm chasing someone with a name or face. Someone who believes that the righteous path is ridding the world of crime, but his brand of justice is misaligned. He himself has become the criminal. It is my duty, no, it is my calling to find him and show him what justice truly means. You'll hear me, but you'll never see me coming. When I find him, his capturing will be a world of exploration. I'll uncover Kila's real identity if it's the last thing I do. I am justice. Kill me if you can. It's just as I thought. Humans are interesting. What is justice? If we were to ask Plato, he would tell us that it is a social contract that keeps us from harming one another. We uphold this contract by living under the public eye. In 2017, Scientific American wrote about the human tendency toward violence, arguing that this tendency is deeply ingrained, that it even shapes our evolutionary anatomy, like the ability to hold up a fist. Now, it's not always a fist to the face that we're dealing with. Instead, developing technologies allows us to distance ourselves from harming one another. Think drone strikes. We're able to enter a target's name into a computer, press send, and halfway across the globe, a flying robot carries out the kill. We explore this phenomenon through an allegory of a magical book that is imbued with the power of death. Now, there are two indirect oppositions of fashions that are trying to fight for what they believe is right. Their stories may raise more questions than answers. Death Note by Sugumi Oba, a piece that asks the question, what does justice look like when no one is watching? This is perfect. Everything is going exactly as I planned. Huh? What's this? I head up an international police task force, including members nations. I am Lynn L. Taylor, otherwise known as L. Now, criminals around the world have been getting killed by a serial killer, and I consider this to be the most atrocious act in history, and I will not stop until the person or persons responsible are brought to justice. Now, Kira, I will hunt you down. I will find you. He wants to find me? That's stupid. He won't be able to find anyone. Because as long as the police can't find this, they won't be able to convict me of anything, which means catching me would be absolutely impossible. Kira, I know what your motivation is, and I can take a guess as to what you hope to achieve. But what you're doing right now is evil. I'm evil? I am justice. I guess you're just way too stupid, L. It's just too bad. This could have been a lot more interesting. If only you had been a little bit smarter. Now let's show the world what happens when you cross me. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ah! What? I had the test, just in case. Kira, It seems you can kill people without being there in person. I never thought it would actually happen. Wow, I wouldn't have believed it if I had just witnessed it. Listen to me, Kita. Lynn L. Taylor was an inmate whose schedule was for an execution today. That was not me. The police arrested him in absolute secrecy, so you wouldn't have been able to hear about him on TV or through the internet. But it seems even you don't have access to information about these types of criminals. But I assure you, L is real. I do exist. Now, kill me. You bastard! What's wrong? Come on, right now! Kill me! Can't you do it? Well, I guess you can't kill me after all. So there are people you can't kill. You give me a useful hint. Now let me return the favor. I'll tell you something that I think you'll find interesting. Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is we're only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan. I had planned to broadcast this message around the world until we found you. Looks like that won't be entirely necessary. We know where you are. The police treated your first killing as an unrelated incident, but in actuality, the first of your victim was a suspect in Shinjuku. Of all the criminals that have died of heart attacks, this one's crime is by far the least serious. Furthermore, this crime was only ever reported inside Japan. I use that information to deduce this much. The first of your victim was a little more of an experiment, which means you haven't been killing for very long. To be completely honest with you, I never expected to think that things would go this well. But it won't be too long before I am able to sentence you to death. Naturally, I am very interested in how you're able to convict these murders, but I don't mind waiting a little longer. You can answer all my questions when I catch you. Let's meet again soon, Kita. He wants to catch me? I accept your challenge, L. Each of them has to hunt each other down without a name or face. Humans are interesting.